one bad potato can bring down the energy of everybody in the room. So we have physical boundaries everywhere in life. You know, this is my country, this is my house, this is my side of the bed, this is my vibrator. It is my vibrator. But we never really talk about our spiritual boundaries, our energetic boundaries. What I like to think of as our little cocoon. Heck, most of us didn't even know that this space even existed, let alone that we are in control of this space. And this is where all your power lies. Hey gang, so before we go any further, I have a present for you. I've teamed up with Skillshare to get you guys some free stuff. So if you don't know what Skillshare is, it's an online learning community where you can take thousands of inspiring, creative classes on your own time. Video editing, photography, health and wellness, even creative writing. But you guys can keep getting your spiritual guidance from moi. What's cool is they make your creative journey so easy. I like the fact that they didn't have any ads in there so that I could be fully concentrated the whole time. I started with Writing and Blogging for Passion by Teresa Christine. She made it so easy that I couldn't even wait to try more. And I found that it was really fun, it was really easy, it helped me to do projects, and it was really clear and concise. I actually kind of felt like it was built for me. So Skillshare is sponsoring this video in order to give you guys a mystical deal. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click on that link in the description, you guys are gonna get a month free trial of Skillshare so you can start exploring your creativity like I did. But it's only good through September of 2021, so get started. Before doing this work, I had no concept of boundaries at all. Heck, I'm Italian. We all function like one giant bowl of soup, minestrone soup. We feel, we sense, we predict all the things that orbit around us. The only time I think anybody ever had a boundary in my family was if they were pissed off.
Don't cross this line with your hand. No. How dare you?
Then it was like all walls were up, no one was getting in, and nobody's getting out. Until it's like dinner time. Because, you know, who wants to waste an incredible plate of pasta on being in a shitty mood? Nobody. In some ways, living this way feels very fulfilling because you never really feel alone, right? You feel like you're hanging out with everybody, we're telling jokes, we're laughing, we're playing cards, we're gossiping, we're planning our next meal, we're connected, and everybody feels happy. But like the tide of life, it's not always fun and crazy and high. The thing is, when we act as one big soup, everyone feels it when somebody starts to go down. And when someone starts to sink to the bottom of the bowl, that's where stuff can get kind of ugly, because nobody wants to be pulled down from their happy place.
This isn't the good place, it's the bad place.
So this is when creating healthy, energetic, spiritual boundaries can really help your emotional state. In fact, I find it even more powerful and fulfilling because you can finally start to be yourself and be in the middle of this bowl of soup, you know, like a potato or like a carrot. We want to be more like a minestrone and less like cream of peas. Get it? All right, enough about the soup metaphors. So how do we create a spiritual boundary and maintain our autonomy? First, you want to become familiar with your own energy. So you can try this by sitting down, just focus on your breath and take your time. And then relax and release any tension in and around your body. Meditating is best for this. So you can become familiar with your own frequency. And notice any sensations around you. If your eyes are closed, you may see a frequency or feel a tingling. Good. Now I want you to take a quick scan to see if anybody's energy is in your field. You could start from the bottoms of your feet and move along your spine, just checking in with each chakra. Now, if you notice other people's energy in there, you just want to purge that. Get rid of it. So for example, I'll check in with my root chakra, which is at the base of my spine between my legs. So I bring my consciousness into this space, right? And I look around and I notice what pops up. Again, no judgment. And I don't need to worry about if this is real or just my imagination. So let's say I get a vision of my neighbor between my legs. They're not supposed to be in there. To purge this energy, I can imagine that he or she, is the color gray. And then I visualize this color gray leaving my energetic field. Now I'm going to repeat this process through all my chakras. And then once I feel clear, once I start to feel a little lighter and a little brighter, I bring in more of my own energy. And again, I do this by imagining white light coming in through the top of my head, and I do it until I feel full and I feel bright. Next, I imagine my aura, my cocoon, as this beautiful golden container, right? So now I can create an item just outside of my field so that I can visualize where my energy ends and someone else's begins. So I like to think of it as a boundary instead of protection, because believing I need protection makes me feel like I should be worried about people intentionally trying to hurt me. But if I create a strong boundary, I can do it without the fear. And I find it just makes me feel better than protection. But you should always use protection. So knowing these boundaries allows you to keep that unwanted energy at an arm's length. It's the energy equivalent of saying no, which sometimes is kind of hard for us to do. But when we establish this spiritual boundary, it allows us not to get sucked up into gossip or a friend's judgy side, or even when the world around you feels really negative.
I'll make sure to write you a glowing reference. Glowingly negative.
It's this awareness of your boundary that allows you to keep this all out and let you have a more fulfilling life experience. So these are just some tips that I use to start to activate my spiritual boundaries. But if you want a guided meditation and worksheets to help you to purge those old energies, you can find all that information on my website. And remember, these are free to anybody that's got a mystical membership. And if you're not a member, come on, come hang out with us. There's still some free things for you guys to try, so come check it out. I hope that these tips can really help you to start to feel safe and cozy in your own energy cocoon. And remember, you are not your body, you're not your emotions, you are light, having a human experience. So be as bright as you can be. Until next time, I'm Marisa Grieco, your mystical guide.